Hello and welcome to Awaken the Truth Within with Zoey Gold. Let's take a look at what stands behind true freedom and true joy. Because that's what actually shapes the quality of your life. Because you live in both worlds. It's an inner world and it's an outer world. You spend most of your time in your inner world with you. How do you feel when you have a moment, when you're not busy with everyday things, trivial work, your job, family members, and other things that you have to do, but when you stay alone? Whether at home, at the end of the day, or before you go to bed, even when you are with somebody else, still, there are those moments of solitude. When you are one-on-one with yourself, when you're not distracted by television or even books. When you just are, because we are physical beings, but we are human beings, not human doings. And sometimes we forget about that. And another purpose of this particular episode of podcast is to bring more clarity about some of the notions that you've probably heard and learned and maybe thought about when you study, when you get involved in personal development work. First of all, what I've noticed is that some people, well, maybe it's better to even go a little bit deeper than that. You've already heard that you're perfect and everything that is perfect is not you. You are this magnificent divine being. That's who you truly are, and your spiritual DNA is perfect. The problem, the other stuff, is just data. It's memories replaying in you. It's the stuff. And the clearer you are from it, the more you let it go. The more you let it go and let God, the more you become you, the more you become free. So everything that happens to you, especially those things that bring you pain or uncomfortable feelings, it's like one more chance for you to let go and let God. So basically, every time when a person speaks to another person, in many cases, unless the person is really tapped in, turned on, and connected and aligned with who they really are, and many times throughout the day, it's data that is speaking from you, and it's also the data that is hearing when somebody else tells you something. So it goes, the conversations, your perspective of the situation often goes not through the truth and the true knowing that is deep within you, but through the data, and it is shaped with that data, with that conditioning, with that stuff. And often I call it mental garbage, because many of it is very limiting and does not bring you that quality of life that we were talking about in the beginning today. When you're truly free, truly happy, truly joyous inside and out. Because yes, I know, if you are in a tough financial situation, it seems like if you just had a bit more money or a lot of money, then you'll be the happiest person in the world. Maybe for a day, for some, maybe not even an hour. For some, maybe a month. If you don't have that basis, that inner flow, that connection, that peace within you, you will not get that true quality of your life that you're looking for, no matter what you're going to have or who you're going to have by your side. It's not the relationships that are going to save you, even though it's beautiful to have a great relationship. It's not the money that's going to save you, even though it's beautiful and could be very joyous and freeing to have the money. And it comes from you being first, because it starts with being, and then you do, and then you have. So, as I started a bit earlier, when many people study personal development, often even great stuff that they read, first of all, comes through the, in some cases, through the data of the writer and their interpretation, even of the great insights. And also it is received by the data in you, in some cases, not always. I'm not talking about those moments of clarity and true alignment when you just know. But I'm talking about those moments when it's just data, taking some information and changing it a bit. So in some cases, no matter what you read or what you study, and maybe it doesn't apply to you, if it does apply to you, then you can benefit from this advice. If not, still a good idea to be consciously aware of it. Because of that prism of data, often there are some side effects, even from the greatest information that you read. There is a lot of benefit, a lot of great information, a lot of things that help, and maybe some side effects. And one of them that I hear from time to time from people who study things about law of attraction and alignment and all that stuff. One of them is some people get scared of their thoughts and what they think and what thoughts fly in their mind. So they want to be good. They have particular rules in their head about what it means to be good. And they try to constrain themselves. I don't think these thoughts. I think those thoughts. And if I thought that thought, then in some cases, to thinking that they're a bad person for thinking that, or oh my God, what if it manifests because I thought that thought, right? So thoughts are your tools. They are there for you to use them. You're beyond them. You're bigger than them. And if some thought just flies in or flies out, give your mind a freedom of whatever is happening, right? Set an intention of how you want it to be. If you want to guide your thoughts in a more beneficial way to you, set that intention and do that, because you are the cause and that is an effect. Don't make your thoughts a cause. You are. And you are higher than them. They are your tools. So don't get scared of anything that comes, because first of all, you can let it go. You can change it right away. You are the creator. Yes, you have different tools, but you are the creator, not your thought. Even though thought helps with that process, but you are the creator here of your destiny, of your experiences, of your perspective of things. You are the co-creator, to better say, right? The same thing is with beliefs. Beliefs are just thoughts that you keep thinking that you have certainty of. And they're still your tools. You still have cause. You are the cause of them. And you are beyond your beliefs. You're not your beliefs. You're not identified by your beliefs. You can be influenced by them if you let that happen, if you focus on that, if you think of that, if you choose that particular meaning. But still, you are higher than your beliefs. You are higher than your feelings, and there is something that is deeper than that. It's the inner knowing within you. That's when you tap into that clarity, that connection with the creator in you, with source, with infinite intelligence, with God. And there is that knowing in you all the time, which goes beyond any of your knowledge, even that you learn here in the physical world. It's that knowingness, like when you came to this life, to this game, to this beautiful game of life, to this beautiful gift that is given to you, you reduced your knowingness in order to play this game. You reduce your knowingness about who you really are, about your true abilities, about the game. But that knowingness, that knowing is in you up until now. The same thing as who you truly are. It's always there. No matter what you believe to think or believe, or what you choose to believe or think or feel, that essence of you, of that soul source part of you, is always there. It cannot be less than, it cannot be diminished, it cannot be bad or guilty or whatever stickers you chose to put on top of it, or not enough, or too tall, too short, too fat, too skinny, too beautiful, or too ugly. It cannot be, because you, the soul source of you, is perfect. And that knowingness is always in you as well. So what you do, and what I help with my work, is for you to clean those those blinders, release that data, release that inner garbage, free yourself from the conditioning, from all that stuff, so you can really tap into that knowingness, that essence, that core of yours, that authenticity. That's what is the most delicious, because when you are at it, you are who you really are, and you actually find what you long for, truly long for, that connection and oneness with the divine. And that's, first of all, the most beautiful and delicious state to live in, to live from. And it looks so attractive and delicious from others when you see it in another person, or other people see it in you. Because when you see the truth, it resonates with something within you. It's your natural state. That's why it's so attractive. That's why people want it so much. They think they want money. They think they want relationship. They think they want beautiful things. And there is nothing wrong with that. These are beautiful things that are here for you. But it's not your main aim. It's not even your main desire. It can be a byproduct of you being you and living the deliciousness of who you truly are. But what you really long for, and what you see in those beautiful things, you see, when you look at beautiful houses and cars and money, you feel freedom. That's what you're looking for. You feel freedom. You feel unlimited, at least to some extent. These are the feelings that you're looking for, but this is more than the feeling. This is that calling towards that true essence of yours. But when you truly understand what you're looking for and you give it to yourself right now, then first of all, you already got everything you've ever wanted to have right now. And plus, on top of that, you're living the fullest and truest expression of your true self. And Whatever is perfect and right for you comes to you. Not what you think you might want or need. Not what somebody suggested that you should have. Not what your neighbors value, but you. Because you are unique in your expression. So think about that. And it is about tapping into that truth within you. And when you see the truth of the problem, of the challenging circumstances, of whatever gives you pain, when you see the truth, it ceases to be. The problem ceases to be. You find the solution. Because you look at it through the eyes of Source. You look at it from a true perspective. And here again, your tools help you with that. Your feelings show you whether you are aligned with the good that you desire or not. The better you feel, the closer you are to that alignment with the good that you desire. And the worse you feel, it's again, just there's nothing wrong with negative feelings. It's just your GPS telling you that you're going in a little bit in a wrong direction and it's time to turn and refocus and choose. And also, that leads to another thing. Many, and it's an innate desire to be good, right? Many want to feel only positive, beautiful emotions when they especially learn about alignment and this array of positive emotions, etc. And that's beautiful. That's just amazing, because that is your natural state, that freedom. But again, what I'm trying to say here is it is about freedom and not self-condemnation. You came here to play this beautiful game, and you were given the whole array of emotions. Negative, positive, even anger, even different ways of how you can express yourself. Now, when you're the cause over it, you can choose what you want to experience. You can set an intention about how you want to be, what you want to feel, what you want to think, because it is your choice. This is how you want it to be. You are the cause. But again, if you do feel any other emotions of anger and frustration, it's not to catch yourself in that moment and beat yourself up for having that emotion for the next 3 hours or 3 days. Because many people, they feel something that they call negative emotion, and then they stuck on it, and they think about it, and they feel it, and they say, oh my God, I'm not in alignment. And if I'm not in alignment, then I cannot get to things that I want, etc., etc., etc. That alignment and connection is not in order for you to get there and align with it so you can have what you want. You're again missing the point. That alignment and that connection and oneness with Source is what you truly long for, period. And the rest, yes, whatever is perfect right for you will come as a byproduct of that, but you do not get in alignment and a good feeling place and state in order to get something. And as I said, many feel even worse, like today I didn't feel good, so oh my God, what am I creating? Oh my God, I cannot align. And they focus on it so much that they cannot align. They beat up on themselves for getting angry, even screaming at someone. I'm not saying it's a good behavior or something that you need to do. And again, what's good or bad, it's your perspective. It is about your intention and choice. It's about your intention of how you want to be, what you want to feel, how you want to communicate with people. Do you want to bring to wherever you go, and first of all, to yourself, who you truly are, or the data. That is your choice. But again, when you came to this game, you were given the entire set of these tools, the entire set of these emotions. Yes, for you to choose. But if you choose to feel pleasure, if you choose to feel joy, if you choose to feel freedom, if you choose to feel greatness, then do not push against other emotions. Do not beat yourself up for experiencing them. Either do it and enjoy it, like in this game, a little bit of, frustration or a little bit of variety in the emotions could be okay. So if it already happened, you cannot cry over spilled milk or really, punish yourself for that. And while you're doing it, you're feeling even worse in the moment. But really look at that situation. That's another choice. And say, okay, this is not what I choose. Okay, I did that. I'm not very proud of myself for doing that. It's not my choice. That is just simply not my choice. I'm cause over it. That's how I actually want to feel. That's how I want to react in such situations. That's how I want to talk to people in such situations. That's how I want to communicate and feel and be. Because this is the true representation of who I really am. And that's it. And from this moment, you are choosing who you are in this moment. Whether you really are who you really are or you pretend to be something or somebody else. But it's not because you're constraining yourself and trying to force yourself not to feel those bad emotions because they're gonna whatever. You're giving yourself freedom. And you're putting yourself at cause. By knowing your intention, by aligning with who you really are, by aligning, tapping into, and connecting with that greater power, the infinite intelligence, the creator, the source, God. And you come from that, and with your intention, with your choice, you operate at that level. And to every conversation that you go to, you bring that with you. To the moment when you're alone and you're in a solitude, you bring that to you. When you go to work and even when you do things that you don't like daily routine or some phone calls or some other stuff, you bring that there. Why? Because you chose to do so. Why? Because it is more beneficial, it's more pleasant, it's more fun, it's more joyous. It is how you feel right now. Because why people say the journey is as valuable as destination, maybe even more. Because the journey is your life. And the quality of your life is determined in every second of it. It's not like I'm going to be a bit nervous while I'm doing this task so I can feel a little bit relaxed later on when I'm, watching TV or doing something else, right? It's about right now and what's your intention and choice of how you're going to guide these tools within you, your mind, your feelings, your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions, your perspective right now, right in this moment. So you're giving yourself the freedom because you know who you truly are, because you know the greatness within you, because you know your goodness, because you know who you are with and who is with you. And you set an intention, you make a choice, and you are a cause over these tools and your feelings, thoughts, beliefs, reactions, etc. So I hope this helps. And of course, clearing of these inner conflicts and releasing this mental garbage and conditioning will help tremendously, because it will help you naturally, easily go to that place of clarity in your head, in your focus, in the feelings, and help you tap into that knowing within you. So if you need more help with that, I know that one of the most powerful tools for achieving it, it's a one-on-one mentoring with a very skilled mentor. So if you want, you can go on my website at zoeygold.com, and there are some tools that will help you, some training, some of them free, some of them are very affordable, and there is also an opportunity to be mentored one-on-one by me at this point, and many, many other great things. So if you need more help with that, it's available. Whatever you need will appear in your life whenever you're ready for it. Whenever you are willing to get to the next level. The teachers will come, the books will come, the ideas will come. You will receive them because many things you receive directly from source. You don't need to read a book or have a mentor for that. But there are some things that come to you through those other places as well, like through the books, through programs, when you expand your awareness, through one-on-one mentoring, which I believe is priceless because it's customized for your personal experience, for your particular situation. Again, when I'm talking about one-on-one mentoring with a highly qualified mentor who truly knows what they're doing, who are talented, not just skilled as well, who are intuitive, that is priceless. Because what I've seen working with my clients, some people may go through life. For some, it's a couple of years. For some, it's 20, 40 years of going over and over and over something in their head that happened many years ago and still showing up in their life today, that could be released in a matter of sometimes couple of minutes, sometimes couple of sessions, sometimes couple of months. It really depends, right? But released completely, completely and truly, because truly the moment of change happens in a second. Then people ask me why for some it takes 10 years to change. It's not that the change was taking 10 years. Yes, of course, the person was expanding the awareness, a lot of beautiful things, insights, maybe, I don't know, it's a beautiful journey. But the person was being prepared for that moment, one moment, when that change actually happened. So anyways, I hope this was helpful for you today. I will see you in the next episode of this podcast, and have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.